All right, now we are joined by several members of Manual's state championship cross-country team. We've got Coach Tim Holman, and then I'm just going to go down the line and let everybody introduce themselves because this is a pretty cool bunch. We'll start with you, Emma.
I'm Emma Kuntz. I'm a senior. Manual.
I'm Yard Nagoose. I'm also a senior.
And my name's Elena Sapienza-Wright, and I'm a junior.
All right, so I want to start with kind of talking about the team achievement because the girls won their first state championship since 2006. So congratulations on that to you all. And then Yared won an individual state championship for the boys. So let's kind of start with you, Coach Holman. What kind of led the girls, this year to be able to achieve something like that?
I think we had a lot of experience on the team, and these girls really had a commitment to one another. They had a commitment to really doing the work early on in the summertime, and more than anything, they were just very, very tight-knit. They encouraged one another, and they were able to pull off something really special.
And Emma, I want to talk to you a little bit about kind of just giving us some perspective on cross country because it's not a sport that gets a ton of coverage. From a participant's, a runner's perspective here, what kind of effort goes into, winning a state championship? Like, how hard are you working at this?
I think cross country is kind of seen as an individual sport, and I think most of the time it is. But as far as like winning a state title, that was just a big team thing, and we all came together to work on that. And
kind of pushed each other?
Yeah, yes.
And Elena, you won a state championship. So first of all, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
But kind of coming back to what Emma said with, pushing each other, did you kind of feel that from the rest of the team?
I definitely felt that in the state race. We went out there knowing we were in the running for the title, but at the same time knew that we had there was a few other really good teams in the race who were going to put up a fight, and we had to put up an even harder fight. And so, yes, when I was running, I don't think there was a moment when I wasn't thinking, oh, I have to keep going, I have to keep stick with this Caitlin Lacey, we went back and forth with it throughout the race. And really my mindset was I need to place as best as I can in this race for the team and for the team title was really my main goal.
And so you're just a junior, so you're kind of starting this whole college as far as recruiting and everything like that, just getting into it. But Yared, you just made a commitment to Notre Dame, right?
Yes, I did.
Congratulations on that. But I understand you kind of also started in terms of running pretty late in the game.
Yeah, I started my freshman year. I didn't really have any plans to do any sports or anything like that. It really just happened in PE when my PE coach started seeing how I ran. Then he suggested it to our coach, Coach Holman. Then he picked me out of the hallway one day and just asked me to run. I just said yes, and yeah, I think it's been one of the best decisions I've made.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's worked out pretty well. But how did that work? So you were in PE and had not done any sports before that?
No. The only thing I had done was really bowling, but
not quite the same.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, no, I didn't really had run at the level we do at track cross country. Running every day, especially when I told my parents that. They were like, you gotta run every day, that's kind of crazy, but I was kind of surprised too, but all the hard work's really worth it.
How, that must have been kind of a shock to run every day at that point. What was the biggest adjustment from going from somebody who was not competing in sports to now competing at a very high level?
I think just the idea of having to run more than 10 minutes at a time. Especially at practice, they're like, okay, we're going on a 60-minute long run. I'm like, well, wait a minute.
I finally wanted to ask you, with the championship for the girls this year, and then the success that Yared's had, how does this kind of build on people coming back in the future for this sport at Manual?
Well, we get a huge amount of support from the Manual administration, from our athletic director. It isn't a big high-profile sport like basketball or like football, but we're just going to try and continue to build on what these individuals have done and what the team has done, and try and build it into an even bigger and better program as we go.
Always a good goal. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Really enjoyed chatting. This has been a fun one.
Thank you.
All right, thanks guys.